All right. Hello, beautiful Miriam.
Hello, beautiful Macy.
So glad we, as usual, have spoken for a lot before we started our episode today. But today, welcome to the episode 44, 44 angel
Mm-hmm.
numbers. And we have
Mm-hmm.
been inspired to talk about abundance mindset. What is abundance
Mm-hmm.
mindset exactly? How do we manifest it? How do we embody it more so we can attract more abundance in our life? So I'm curious to see who would like to start and introduce us about the concept of abundance mindset.
Yes, I mean, I don't want to say for me both is fine, but it is actually. I mean, I think you have more the abundance energy right now on your side. Maybe you start by sharing how
You're
you
so sweet.
attract it.
Thank you so much for acknowledging that. You're so sweet. Thank you. Um, it came with practice, right? I feel like I always like to say to all my clients that everything is connected. So as you grow, evolve, heal, you are able to embrace more and more different practices of awareness that will bring you more abundance, more peace, more authenticity in your life. So everything is connected. So it's the best life you can get because as you heal, you just unlock many stuff in your life,
Mm,
right? To talk more specifically about abundance mindset, it depends what abundance means for you, right? It's the affluence of things that makes kind of make you feel more fulfilled, more
mm,
happier, more safe, more connected, and more excited and joyful about life, right? So, whatever that is for you is going to be a form of abundance, right? When
mm,
we talk about abundance, people often going to think about financial abundance, right? Money wise. Other people can think about abundance of love. Am I receiving a lot of love from the relationships I'm building romantically,
mm,
but also friendship wise? We can also
mm,
talk about abundance in terms of opportunities. Am I
mm,
receiving a lot of opportunities that allow me to test myself out, to grow
mm,
in different situations? Um, you can also talk about abundance in terms of um, I don't know, like lucky strikes. Like you can have luck showing up to you and beautiful gifts that's coming up to you in different manners in your day to day. It can be as easy as, oh, finally the type of shoes, the models I was looking at is available and I won a prize about it. Or, oh, finally when I drove, I did not have any traffic or anything of that. It could be like fun, lucky events that can show up as an abundance for you. No
mm,
matter what it is, it's about trusting and knowing that you will attract abundance. Okay?
mm,
No matter how the abundance shows up for you. In order for you to attract this level of abundance, it has to come from a level of trust, knowing, confidence, rather than a place of doubt, fear, and stress. Okay? So the more
mm,
you're learning to embody this inner peace, this inner knowing, this spirituality that lies within, the more you're able to embrace, embrace this abundance mindset. So I'm gonna stop
mm.
here for now. Let me know what you think.
Yes, I mean, I can definitely agree on that. I think we always have the opportunity to see the glass is full or the glass is empty, right? So if we break it down, everything is perspective. To achieve this abundance mindset, I think we can start by in the situation, in the now we are in right now, and to see where can we get opportunities from. Can be something very, very small and little. Imagine you are in a house, in a place where you don't feel comfortable, in a job where you don't feel comfortable, in a friendship where you don't feel comfortable, partnership. So how can you change? What can you remove? What are your possibilities that you have right now in these circumstances? So this is a little bit more active, but at the same time, you trust that your decision is a good decision that you make, because right now in the setup that you are in, we always think, or sometimes we think something has to happen in order to create abundance inside us. But I think so you're waiting for something to show up. Maybe you're waiting for someone to heal you, to rescue you, to your love to find you, or whatever, right? But I think it's if you change the perspective, and if you find or see opportunities, can be just walking outside of your house, saying hi to a stranger, saying hi at the grocery shop, saying, like, being open. Most of the time when we think in a lack of abundance, we close our energy center, we close our mindset, we close our opportunities. Not the outside world is closing the opportunities. We do it, we ourselves. And it's easier to blame others or the circumstances for it. But I think
Mm-hmm.
if we really want to find true abundance, we have to look within us and take the opportunities that are there. And most of the time, we dream of something um, so big to fulfill us and to make us feel abundance. But I think abundance is something that you can train like a muscle. So I think even if you
Mm.
are in the worst situation right now, that feels the worst for you, you can do one little thing. And one little thing is just, what is something that could, like, change my perspective? Maybe you go out and you talk to your neighbor, so something very, very little, but this can cause like a chain reaction. So you start by
Mhm.
opening your eyes, your senses, your ears, your smell even. What is there that I can receive and bring into my system right now? On a conscious level, on a physical level, where if you're craving for love, for intimacy, and you're craving for a partner, maybe you can find that love right now from a friend, Start by hugging, start by taking care of yourself. So these little things, I think if you start to be aware of them, wow, they actually make me feel good. You slowly can go further into something else. And I think you can train it to see more opportunities, to see more abundance. And I think this is how you release the energy inside of you that is blocking you, and it's becoming more free. And then you will, it's so easy to say we attract people, but it is like this because everything inside us is energy. We are all made of uh, anatomic little things, atomic little chains inside us. So everything is chemistry inside us. So if we go into a state of receiving, being magnetic to the outside world, we will attract the opposite. We will attract what is good for us. But the only thing, or what is super, super necessary for it, I think, is the change of perspective, starting by exactly where you are, to understand you are already in abundance. You don't have to change your clothes, your car, your situation. You just have to switch something inside your mind. What did I find today that made me feel good? What am I grateful for? These little things, they change the way we think, and they create more and more abundance inside our body. And this is something where we reflect also in the physical body. So not only in the consciousness, also in the physical body, the way you sit. So from closing the shoulders, you open the shoulders more, right? You and you immediately want to open it. I just saw it with you right now, right? If you feel that self-confidence, you feel that awareness, you become softer with yourself, and the stress, the closed feelings, the lack of abundance that is stored in the body will naturally open up. So it's also so connected to the physical body, right? So um, as I told you, the first thing is the awareness part, that you are able to change everything immediately. You are able to change your perspective right now. And then there is another thing, the physical part. And if you don't feel it, you can start by stretching, just by reaching the arms up, just by opening the heart, the shoulders, by taking a deep breath in, a deep breath out, and you can release. And you can decide in that moment, I want to attract abundance. I want to feel good. And I'm sure that even if you don't get immediately the right partner, the right job, but it's a chain that is slowly opening up and you will attract what is good for you. So, yeah.
I love it. Look at you talking about stretching and opening the heart. The yoga teacher in you has opened up, has shown up. You have touched
Yeah.
base with so many beautiful keywords, and it's exactly that. It's beautiful because, like any concept and subject we talk, it's a process. Look,
Mm,
practicing the abundance mindset, like you said, is a process, is a muscle like type of thing. And that's what I say to my clients. Your mindset, we say the brain is a muscle, your mindset is a muscle. Anything in life is something that as you practice more, you master more, you get to understand more, you get to also um be flexible as well as it evolves. So, definitely, abundant is a practice and it really does start with awareness and your perspective. I like to say that the perspective comes from your belief system, right?
mm.
So, the way that we can unblock,
Unlock.
unlock or disconstruct actually, how do we actually may see embody more and more this abundance mindset is step by step slowing up, showing up in different type of steps in your process, right? So it doesn't have to be the extreme of Macy, I have no abundance in my life. I don't think and believe I can have actually $1 million tomorrow, right?
Mm,
Obviously, this jump and this gap is way too big for you to actually embody it. And like you
mm,
said, you've got to start with something more achievable and easy. Can I get $100? We're talking about money. $100 in the next month or next 2 weeks. So it exactly
mm,
like you make up your objectives, the same goes with your abundance mindset. You've got to
mm,
believe it because it's one thing to say to yourself, yeah, I'm going to get $1 million next week. And it's another thing actually embodying and feeling it and believing it. So if you don't
mm,
feel it and don't embody it, the attraction, the law of attraction doesn't work this way. Like you said, everything is energy. So abundance, the thinking and the concept of abundance is actually a vibrational and energetic vibration,
mm,
right? So you've got
mm,
to hook yourself up with this vibration and it all starts within. So how do I
mm,
deconstruct it? You said it. It starts from having an attitude of gratitude. What do you actually have right now in your life that really provides you a feeling of abundance? What makes you feel grateful to have right now that is, hey, I already have all this abundance in my life. And trust me, wherever you are, whatever your situation, you have things you can be grateful for. The second thing is about your perspective, like you said, it's your mindset. How do I shift my belief regarding abundance? If we talk about money, is deep down do you have a belief that you don't deserve a lot of money? Is deep down your belief is that is it hard for me to get more money?
mm,
Those beliefs has to slowly change, has to slowly
mm,
transform and start believing that you know what, I deserve the money that I want. I know
mm,
I'm capable. I have resources. I'm intelligent. I have talents. I don't know, many other things that allow me to have the money that I want to manifest in my life.
mm,
Switch it up, change the wording, change how you see things, and that will allow you to embody a little bit. And thirdly, like
mm,
you said, it's about grounding it. So you said about the yoga practice, the body movement, it's about grounding it. You make that believe and you bring it to the heart. This is what I teach as
mm,
well, because this is the thing we overlook the most in the modern times, the heart space, the
mm,
emotional luggage. How to
mm,
embody it in the heart perspective. So all those three things, once they're aligned, allow you to create more space into abundance mindset.
Hmm. So true. And I think the such a beautiful point that you mentioned is the part of, I think oftentimes there is the opportunity coming to you, there is abundance coming to you, but you choose not to be ready to receive it, or maybe you are not ready. But I truly believe that there are so many things that already showed up in your life, and maybe you can go back into the past and think about, I decided for this job, I decided for this flat, because you're having a belief of yourself that you were worth this possibility or you were worth this possibility. So
Mm-hmm.
really going deeper inside us and to understand, do we feel that we are lacking? Are we ready to receive that job? Are we ready to receive that love, that healthy kind of love? Are we
Mm-hmm.
ready to receive that family, the creation that we want? Because I truly believe that there were already some opportunities, but were you ready? What did you have the
Open.
self-awareness? Were you
Uh-huh.
open enough to take them and
I
to get
love
them?
this.
So that is something that was stick to my mind. And even if you were not ready, don't blame yourself. It's completely okay. There will be another opportunity. It's just like now is the point to reflect. Was I ready? Was I not ready? What do I need to do in order to be ready? And there will be another opportunity showing up. Another point that is super important is how do we get into this abundance mindset? We already mentioned a few points, but um, what I like to do is sometimes, or when we have a hero, someone who inspires us, someone that we look up to, can be a teacher, can be a comic figure from TV. I don't know who, we all have someone we admire. What is the energy center of this person? What is the person reflecting? What is the person creating? Which kind of mindset? What do you think are the values and beliefs? How would that person go through life? How would the person answer?
Mm-hmm.
You are feeling attracted to that person because that person is in abundance for you. And this can change, but for this current state, that person reflects something where you want to be. So it's a beautiful exercise. Sometimes I like to do this by myself. I look, okay, how is this person behaving in difficult situations, in situations where I need to decide, in situations where I need to step up, in the situations where I need to choose out of values. So then I try to see, okay, even if I'm not there yet, I'm trying to train my
Mm-hmm.
character to get there, to think more like that because she her appearance, her values do resonate with me. And sometimes it's just like a beautiful teacher or imaginary teacher that we can look up to and learn from. Um, and I remember when I did my first teacher training, I was so fascinated from my teacher. I was not fascinated from yoga. I was fascinated from yoga, of course, but what was so interesting for me, why I did my teacher training, was my teacher because the way she moved through the room, the
Mm-hmm.
way she set her boundaries, the way she had knowledge and the way she represented herself, her body language, the way she walked. Wow, it was like presence, strong, at the same time kind. It was not nice, it was kind. She was
I
always
love it.
there, trying to give everyone an opportunity, trying to show everyone possibilities that there are there. I always felt like you can do it, Mariam. If I can do it, you can do it. So I was so attracted to her energy, and I
Mm-hmm.
tried to learn through my teachings, how can I create this energy inside me to inspire other people?
Mm-hmm.
So this was just a way of how I can step outside of my current energy into a different energy to attract more what I want to attract. So it is just another tool that you can use to get more into the abundance mindset. next to the tools that we already discussed. And the last point I want to mention is the spiritual part, the trust part, the God part, the faith part, the leaning back parts. We always think we need to run, chase, get this. But sometimes I think it's also like letting go. It's really the part of letting go, going to back into your energy of receiving. And this is for men and for women, even if it's a very feminine characteristic to go into the receiving mode. Men also have this side, this feminine part. Go into this leaning back and let the energy come to you. I think if you did already a lot of things and you wanted to go out of certain situations, sometimes you need to change and let go of this and go somewhere else and just have faith that things will work out for you. And I'm not saying that you're becoming unactive or passive. I'm just saying like a little change in perspective, a little taking yourself out of the situation, maybe looking for other opportunities in a completely different world situation. It can sometimes like balance your inner energetic world out so that you just find or that you go out of this stress, this neediness, this chasing energy of I want, but I'm not receiving. But why? Because you're doing too much. You want it too much. So try to neutralize by taking a deep breath in, deep breath out, and just to lean back and be okay with whatever you have right now. So these are little techniques that I like to use to go more into the abundance mindset.
Girl, you are on fire. You are shining, Miriam. You've said things so beautifully. I was hooked on your words. I was like listening with so much attention. It is truly beautiful, and you have touched very, very beautiful points. And definitely the letting go part is so precious. And the first point you mentioned, and I thought about it, and it's beautiful. That's what we do. Co-creating is about putting an intention out. You've got to
Mm,
make a decision and tell yourself, I am choosing to adopt more and more an abundance mindset. And this is exactly what you said. And I love that you mentioned about, and we're going to have to conclude with that so we can respect a bit our time here. I love that you talked about the external, not influence, but inspiration that other people that have achieved a certain level of abundance or a level of gratitude or alignment that can inspire you to mimic in a sense. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day,
mm,
we all social conditioned humans. We grew up
mm,
learning how by mimicking, by observing others as well. So this is
mm,
such a beautiful perspective and point that you've pointed out that I don't want to say never, but I did not think of, you know.
mm,
So it's very pertinent because people actually learn better and embody better by mimicking or by being inspired or by seeing how does this person does it exactly in their day to
mm,
day so I can learn and embody that for myself. This is so beautiful, Miriam, because we're presenting you with different ways of embodying that, right?
mm,
One way is through introspection, calming the inside and actually being able to, with awareness, let go and all the things we said it. So it starts from within so you can expand from outside.
mm,
What you've offered, it's so beautiful because it's about observing your environment, choosing what actually appeals to you and inspire you and learn how they do it so that can inspire you and give you this motivation to practice it within. So
mm,
all ways actually just help you. At the end of the day, if it helps you find this purposefully abundance mindset, hell yeah. It's amazing.
mm.
I feel that it's very inspiring what you share. I love that very much. And um I want you guys to know that abundance mindset's going to show up differently for each person. It's going to show up in different levels, right? For each person. You don't have to let go completely if you don't feel ready to let go completely, but you can maybe in the spectrum of things for one specific situation, you still want to, I don't know, have a control or plan which school you're going to study at, but you can still have a part of it that you're going to let go, that um who I'm going to be accepted, and I believe I'm going to be accepted no matter what I apply for in school. You know what I mean? So
Mm,
it can be a plain mix and match, um and that's what's beautiful about introspection. You get to learn what works for you. That's what
mm,
authenticity and unity is, and that's what I want to put forward more in each individual that I meet in my life, because we have the beautiful power and gift to shine in our unicity,
mm,
and that's with interacting with others, when it's being inspired and finding your way. You know what I mean? You don't have to be
mm,
like me and Miriam, that embrace abundance mindset in a different perspective and different spectrum. You know what I mean? Me, I'm in another world sometimes. I'm so letting go that I really detach from the physical world sometimes. So that's another way. You know what I mean? But
mm,
we're really aware, and I want you to know that it's realistic for where you're at right now.
mm.
Any
That's true.
conclusion words, Marianne, before we stop?
I think that's beautiful what you said. And like abundance can mean s- something completely different for one person and something completely different for someone else. Search what is good for you, what make you feel like this is you, what is resonating with you. And if you don't find something, look outside of your world. Who is there who's inspiring you, and try to connect with the energy of that person. It doesn't mean that you're copying that person. It's just you're getting inspiration. And who knows, maybe it's a close person and the person is getting energy from you as well, and that will open again some more ways. So try to be true to yourself. And for everyone, there is a place to find abundance. Right? Start by slow things. Don't think abundance is directly getting my status of being wealthy, having this car, this outfit or whatever. It starts by small things. It's really a muscle. Don't forget that you can train it. And the more you open your energy center, the more you will receive naturally, 100%.
Amen to that, my dear. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you on the next episode when we're going to
Thank you.
reconnect. And thank you, Miriam, for your time and your wisdom.
Thank you.